Alright, so today we're talking about my little one back from the repair, the Fujifilm X100T that I managed to ruin somehow. And what was my experience with Fujifilm customer support and repair team. And I think I have to share some things with you. Hey, what is good everyone, Chris here, welcome back to the channel. And like I said, today we're talking about the Fuji X100T that just recently came from repair. Like I said in my previous videos, last week has been sent from New York, where I repaired it at the Fujifilm facility there, and they did a great job. Now, what was my experience with Fujifilm? Well, first and foremost, I didn't want to send the camera there because I was quoted at some point an amount of money that I didn't want to pay, and I think I mentioned in the video, and I realized that Frankensteining a camera like this, it's not the great thing to do. And I also had some people opening my eyes about this process and how important it is to have this camera repaired. And I did, and I am not regretting it. Now, I will probably won't talk about the price and everything, probably mention it at some point if that's important to you. But I want to talk about my experience with Fujifilm first and foremost. Let's start with the beginning. I called them at some point and told them exactly what happened to the camera, how I dropped it, and what the damage is. And they said you have to send it here along with a repair form that you can download on their website, and we'll see what we can do about it. Basically, what we are doing in these kind of situations is to change the top plate entirely, and that's what they did. So I sent the camera, and I filled the form, put it in the box, and sent it to New York. I think this is the second time when I'm sending a camera to the manufacturer to be repaired, and I have that weird feeling that you're sending it into void and you don't know what's going on. But Fujifilm was nice enough to basically confirm that they get the camera and they're gonna test it and see what is going on with it, and then they're gonna send me all the information I need to know, including how much it's gonna cost me. Like I said, I was quoted in the past a certain amount of money for pretty much the same repair, and I didn't want to pay those money for this camera because I paid $500 for the camera, and paying as much as that to repair a I don't know, it felt wrong. And when I got the reply with the amount of money that I have to pay for the repair, I was pleasantly surprised, and I won't say more than that. But just for you to know, a repair like that, when they change the top plate of an X100T, probably the same with the X100S, X100, X100F, I'm not sure, that might be a little bit more expensive. It's around $300, or at least that much they charge me. And that's all I'm gonna talk about it. Other than that, it took a week and a half to do the repair, and they send it back to me overnight, which is amazing. I had to call them twice, once because I realized that there was no update of the repair, probably 4 days after they get the camera, and then I called them just a day before they send the camera because I didn't get any kind of tracking number, and they said that it's almost ready. So I thought something is wrong with it, but nothing was wrong. They just sent the camera overnight, and that's amazing, through FedEx, and I got the camera the next day. The camera is in a mint condition right now, with just a few scratches on the bottom and on the frame of the LCD. But if you look at it, the plate, it's new. There is nothing that I can see. So in the repair order says that it's been replaced. The shutter button works beautifully, and again, I love leaf shutters and the fact that you can shoot incognito, and you can shoot silently without disturbing any kind of, let's say, situations or actions or anything that happens in front of you, and that's why I love this camera. Now that was with the repair, everything went well. I love the way they did it, but still I think the customer support can be a little bit more improved, and when I called the second time they didn't know exactly what's going on. They had to check, and then they realized that the camera wasn't yet repaired, or they were working on it, something like that. But the first call was totally different. They said that they're working on it, and then 5 days into they were still working on it. I'm not sure. Nonetheless, it didn't take a lot to get the camera back, which it's the most important thing for me. And the fact that I need to make 2 calls to basically speed up the process a little bit, it's concerning, but I still believe that they did a great job, which is important. And again, the repair wasn't expensive at all, and I believe that for changing the top plate, it's a good price. Still, this is an old camera, so for newer cameras you probably expect more than that. Hopefully it won't happen to you. Hopefully you won't get through this, because it's painful, and not only financially, but it's painful to be away from your camera that you love. Now, if you remember, I told you about the XM1 that looks pretty much like this one and feels like this one in hand. Without the grip, it's actually pretty much the same, though there are a few differences, and I bought this camera to replace the X100T for the time of the repair, and I realized that I love it a lot. Now I'm debating which one should I keep, because I don't want to keep them both. Maybe I will, I'm not sure. I love them both. I like them for different reasons. The XM1 doesn't have a EVF, and that is a downside for me, and the X100T does have an EVF and an OVF, which is even better. And for people like me who like vintage stuff, this is amazing. Now, the X100T doesn't have the flash on it, so that might be a little bit of a downside if you are shooting in low light conditions. If you're shooting at night, this small flash right here on top, it's pretty helpful, and I love the fact that it's here. This camera is missing only one thing, and that is the EVF. I believe that it was built to be more like a snap shooter camera. Now, another thing that I love about the XM1 is that it has a PSM button on the top, and it also has a flip screen. This screen, it's very helpful, especially on the street. In terms of quality and build quality, obviously the X100T, it's well built, and it's built out of metal with this aluminum plate and top plates. This one is more like plasticky, and more like a camera that you will use every day without thinking about scratching and stuff like that. And the big deal for everyone, I believe, not necessarily for me, but it is for me as well, is the fact that on the XM1 I can easily switch whatever lenses I want and use this camera the way I want in different situations without being stranded by one lens, the 23mm f2, which is a 35mm in full frame, and that's a plus in my opinion. So for XM1, the pluses are the flash, the interchangeable lenses, the PSM dial, and the screen on the back, while the X100T, it's obviously the build, the look, the fact that you have an EVF, OVF, and the fact that it's a leaf shutter. If I need to keep only one of these two, I will probably merge one into the other and create the perfect street photography camera that you can carry with you all day, every day. And not only street photographer, an EDC, an amazing EDC camera. And that's pretty much it for the X100T repair and comparison basically with the XM1. I have no idea which one I'm gonna keep, but I'm debating of keeping both of them for different reasons. I love the X100T for the leaf shutter and the OVF and EVF. I love this one for the fact that I have the flash and the flip screen and the ability to change lenses. They're the same basically ergonomics, same everything other than these differences. And I have no idea, but you can let me know in the comments below which one do you think I should keep based on your experience. Which one should I sell or put in a bag and forget about it? Regarding that, we're gonna have soon another video of a huge overhaul that I'm planning to do, because I have too many cameras and too many lenses, and I don't have enough time to shoot them all, and that's a bummer. And I don't want them to keep them here just to look at them and become, I don't know, props in the back. I would love to shoot them all, but I don't have plenty of time to do that. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Check the links in the description below if you want to buy something. Those are affiliate links, full disclosure, that helps this channel to you know, grow and helps me keep this channel alive. Buy me a coffee if I'm in your graces, and if you think I'm doing a great job teaching you and telling you and growing this channel. And stay focused, my friends, with the X100T or the XM1 or any other camera. You will be great to just be outside or inside and shoot photos and create more. I will definitely see you in a bit.